Good evening, live at 5. Hello, it's the last one of the year. Let's see if anyone's going to join in. Hello, Helen, you're the first. And Rachel, welcome Rachel, I'm glad you found us. Oh, right, apologies in advance for not being able to speak. So, slightly different setup this evening. A bit like last year, just going to do a little bit of a sew-along type situation, although I feel like I'm not actually going to do very much sewing, probably just more chatting. Hi Emma! Hope you're all well. So I've got YouTube over here, I've got Instagram here. We're good to go. And I'm just hanging on to the very last bit of my voice. So, is that somebody actually banging on the window? So, I don't know what you call it near you, but it's Mad Friday here, or Black Eye Friday as it's sometimes known. So it tends to be that there's a lot of people wandering past the window, shouting, a lot of drunk people at this stage. So it's like, oh, good. I've put the shutters down anyway. How are we all? Are we all good? I have a selection of drinks. I have my fizz and I have my cup of tea because that's just me. Is the jumpsuit fixed? The jumpsuit is finished. So I put it on the mannequin earlier to be able to show it to you. And as I was putting it on the mannequin, I hit myself in the face with the mannequin and cut my lip. So that was really good. It's just been one of those weeks. One of those days, weeks, months, and I am very ready to get to the end. So, one more day to go tomorrow, and then we can have a nice break, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So, thanks for joining me, guys. I am going to get stuck into a little bit of a project that I've been wanting to cut out all week, and I've not had chance. Thank you, Linda. I'm hoping to wear it tomorrow, so I will try and get some photos. Now then, that sounded almost a bit Yorkshire. I have, thank you, Yvette. Things really can only get better. Yeah, it's not the worst. It's just one of those, festive build-up. It's always ill. It's just a parenting thing, really, isn't it? So I'm going to be making Simplicity 9278. I'm going to show that to you there and to you there. And this has got a jogger pattern on it, view C. And I have sized up. I've actually cut a larger size than usual because I want these to be extra comfy. If you've watched, I had a sewing plans kind of looking at my stash video back in the autumn, and I had this grey alpine fleece, which is like a sweatshirt with a fluffy back, and this is actually like a second piece. It's a couple of meters that's a bit damaged, so I thought I'm going to make myself some joggers out of that. So yeah, been looking forward to getting stuck into this. I'm going to interchange between tea and wine because why not? Feels like yesterday we were sewing the tartan pinafore, yes, and I did loads of it wrong if I remember rightly, but I was rushing and I really wanted that ready for Christmas Day. And I did get it finished, but it was quite stressful, and it's very hard sewing live actually. I'm not sure I would be sewing street material. I'm just going to have some mince pie. Oh. Are we all good to go? Are we all ready for Christmas? We need a front to actually do something. Let's have a look. I don't expect this to be a professional production. It never is it? I have some amaretto, very nice. Thank you, Emma. I love this jumper, and it's kind of a shame that it's a Christmas one because I would wear it all year round given the opportunity, so it was quite a treat to get it back out earlier on this year. I think I need to mark these dots or get carried away. Let's just get a marky thing. Have I had my Christmas nails done? I had these nails done last week. I think, yeah, maybe just over a week ago. They're golden sparkly, so I think they'll see me through, to be honest. I don't really fancy getting another set done this close to Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas, Deb. I'm glad you all enjoyed that little bit of stupidity that I unleashed this morning. I just felt like having a bit of fun. So I'm assuming that we're marking dots for pockets here, but we'll do as we're told because it's got patch pockets on the front as well, this, so just gonna put some little pen spots there so I know where they're at. Is anyone still sewing last minute gifts or anything like that? I am not, because I don't sew things for gifts. I would not say that I'm a selfish sewer. I just would only ever sew something for a gift if I truly knew that the other person would really, really appreciate it. And if they wouldn't, then they're not getting it. Time is precious. Oh dear. You are you? What are you making, Emma? Tell us. Share with the group. So, right, let's get this pattern piece off. I just cut this out this afternoon, which is nice. Get rid of you. Oh, tissue patterns, when like nearly always exclusively work with A0 prints these days. So actually using tissue is a bit of a strange one. Right, what are we doing? We are going to reinforce the side edges of the front between the large dots. Stitch 5/8 from raw edge for about 1 inch beyond the large dots. Right, we can do that. Inch either side. Let's get a sewing machine. Oh, that's not too bad, Emma. They're quite quick makes, aren't they? We're making a bestie bag, yay. Still got to make that one. We've mentioned that a few times recently, haven't we? Oh, I'm looking forward to getting my voice back. I felt yesterday I had to go home, mostly because I felt like I was scaring people that were coming into the shop. They were like, ooh, when I was speaking. Like, I'm okay, just sounds worse than it is, because I was okay. I was poorly last weekend, and then I got better sort of Monday and Tuesday, and then late Tuesday afternoon it just, I don't know, my voice just went. So it's been a bit of a do, if you will. Right, 1 inch beyond, 5/8 in. We'll go with that. Right, pray to sewing gods. Let's go. And 1 inch past. That'll do. Maybe we'll have a little back tack, why not? Do I have any scissors? Oh. The purple thing behind machine. I've missed whatever that comment is. Have I made pyjamas for the iron? No, I haven't made any pyjamas for the family. I cannot be bothered. I don't know what you're talking about there, Deb. No, the iron hasn't fallen over. It's an Aliso iron. So it stays like that. Don't make me talk about my iron. When you press the handle, it drops. So you leave it like that and it pops back up when you're not touching it. Best thing since sliced bread. They're not cheap, but they are brilliant. Ooh, you're pinning your orange dress. What are you making your orange dress in? I always just feel like they meant to say orange and spelt it wrong. Oh, you've done the colouring in. That's lovely. Oh, hang on. We've lost control. Hey, Nick. So who watched, and just seeing Nick has reminded me there, who has watched the Festive Sewing Bee? Because I haven't seen it yet. Kind of want to, oh, the bin. Yeah, they're like little bins that we have on the tables. Oh, lovely. I haven't watched the Sewing Bee yet. Why is this upside down continually? I'm kind of waiting for a moment where it's going to be, I can just relax and watch it properly instead of not really concentrating on it, if you know what I mean. All right, let's get that in. Must be about an inch. Yeah. Patrick looks scared in parts. Excellent. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Oh, why were you disappointed, Linda? Everybody gets such strong opinions around the Sewing Bee, don't they? And I think it is just supposed to be a bit of fun, the Christmas one, isn't it? Right, okay, so we've done that, and now we want to clip into the stitching at the reinforced dots. Okay. I can't see my stitching, it's that... Where's it gone? What could possibly go wrong? There we go. So, going out tomorrow night. Out. Ooh, oh, lovely. Nice one, Barbara. That'll be gorgeous. I'm hoping to wear the jumpsuit tomorrow evening. If I don't, I've always got the slip skirt that I made that I haven't had a chance to actually wear out anywhere yet. So we need to press this down. Oh, it's going to be fun. I don't know how this stuff presses. I don't think I've ever actually worked with this one before. I've worked with other alpines, just not this one. You okay down there? I'm trying to read and iron at the same time. What could go wrong? I'm sure you said at the beginning of the live. What am I making? I am making a pair of joggers with Simplicity 9278. Very little voice at this stage, but you know, we keep going. I don't usually end up ironing when I'm making jogging pants. I usually just throw them through the overlocker. So lazy. I think though, I made Mr. Stitches a pair of joggers once. And I had to do this with the pocket. Patrick is a very wanted man. How do you mean? I don't find him attractive, if I'm honest. He's not my type. I'm assuming you mean that way. To form the pocket opening. Does anybody else read the steps outside? Oh, Grace was disappointed in it too. Right. Right, to form the pocket opening, press sides, yep. Press under 1/4 of an inch on the raw edge. Oh my days, that's tiny. Oh, I don't like pressing things that are all narrow and fiddly. Whose idea was it to make this? I don't want to make it anymore. Alright. Please don't burn hands. I don't need a burnt hand to go with my sore face. I hurt myself in the face before. If you've just joined, I have to watch. Right, okay, I will watch. Mary Ellen! Hello! Thank you so much for the biscuits that came today. It is a different setup. I think I'm just going to clip that down because that's not really going to press all that well, is it? Could use my, what do you call it? You know what I mean? The wooden thing, what do you call it? Oh, my brain, honestly. I am so ready for a break. Wooden thingy. What's the wooden thingy called? I'm not... Right, Carol, you're the last person I'm going to tell what I'm making. This is Simplicity 9278 and it's a pair of joggers. Just something very simple, allegedly, but now it's decided to get a little bit complicated. If anybody is any later than this, I'm not telling them. You can tell them in the comments. I've had it today. It's been a day full of ribbon sales. So we had once upon a time we had several haberdasheries in our town that sold like all your traditional haberdashery items, so your buttons and your ribbons and all the little knickknacks. And they have dwindled, and finally the last one retired this year. And since then, I now get a lot of people coming in for little bits and pieces. And obviously I can't stock all of the things that they used to stock. But yeah, so much ribbon this year, but only little bits. So, oh, Nikki, you're not well either. Oh, I'm not surprised though, working in the hospital. It's not good. Do you know what? I don't have good feelings about about this next bit. I'm feeling a bit better, thank you, but I'm still... The voice is still struggling. What have I got to do here? Baste from 1/4 of an inch from the finished edge, squaring the stitches at each end as shown. Okay, let's give it a try. I'm not convinced about this. I'm not convinced it's going to come out neatly. Do I want to do it from that side, or do I want to do it from the right side and then the nice stitching's facing up? Sorry, you've got to just put up with me thinking for a minute. John, you're a brave man. Oh, thanks, Grace. Don't feel they were the best executed dance moves at 9 o'clock this morning, but you do what you've got to do. Right, never mind you squaring off at the end bit. Let's just try and get this in some way looking... So not convinced about doing this. Very naughty. Don't give John an audience. Carol will be very upset with him. It's a good job we like you. Oh. At the end of the day, if this isn't very nice, it's only going to be me wearing them anyway, so literally just for hanging about the house, I hope. Right, let's get that off. Oh yeah, it'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. We're not fussy at this stage. Do actually have a different colour in my bobbin to in the top thread. Just thought I'd use some bits up. You know, when you don't want to crack out a brand new spool for something that's not like all that. Right, we need to do the other side yet, don't we? That's one leg. So, got all of the orders out today, which is lovely. Nice to be up to date for a change. certainly did, Barbara. Gone off today, so we'll see how long it takes. Ooh, that's hot. Still can't remember what it's called. I worry about myself sometimes. It's right there. Name that item, please. Clapper. That's the one. Oh, that's really fiddly. I didn't sign up for anything fiddly. I thought it was going to be... I thought it was just going to be like a whiz it up and go job. Not impressed, Simplicity. What are you trying to do to me? Kept thinking of a ham. Obviously it's not a ham. It's indeed a clapper, which is a very good device. Do that with it for a moment. There you go, you must have read my mind. Ooh, that's very nice. Let's have some more mince pie. I'm going to turn into a mince pie. This is a Booths mince pie. I don't think everybody in the country will have a Booths. Try not to talk with my mouthful. Booths is pretty elite. It's like the Waitrose of the North, if you don't know. I can hear my Instagram counter going round, so I'm assuming that's just people unfollowing me after the state of this live. So we will be sending orders back out again from the 2nd of January. There is a chance that some may go out in between Christmas and New Year, but I'm not going to guarantee it because I want to have some time off. So we'll see. We are opening the shop on the 28th of December, just on the Saturday, if anybody needs anything. But other than that, I don't have any plans really to come here if I can help it. I really do need to have a nice break, you know, and for the girls to spend some time with their families too. You know, not everybody wants to be working over Christmas, do they? So we will be having our annual winter sale. So you can always get writing your little wish lists for that. They're always very popular, just in the same way that we do our summer sale. We don't have many sales throughout the year, but winter and summer we do. Wish you had Booths in Oxfordshire. Oh, do you go when you go through to Ulverston? Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I try to stay out of Booths because I know that if I go in, it's an expensive experience. Everything's just lovely. Always come out with a fancy cheese or a wine or something like that. The sausages are very good. But my in-laws have one at the end of their street in Preston, which is very nice. So whenever we go to visit them, we go and have a good wander about. Right, I think I've survived this bit. This is no good. Oh, okay. Right, okay, so it sort of finishes the pocket opening there. Despite the moaning, it will be quite nice. But we have to complain. Right, pin the right side of the pocket to the wrong side of the front. Let's see how wrong I can get this. Let's have some pocket pieces. Clip some notches. Do you have anything in the south that is a bit like a Booths, but that we don't have? enlighten me. I tell you what, Simplicity fairly go to town with like dots, don't they? Dots and notches. Dare I say it, is it a little bit OTT? Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Righty. So they seem to be like an exposed, like a pocket on the top. So I'm not sure how that is going to be finished. Oh no, it's on the inside, silly me. Right, so it's the top stitching that you can see on the outside in the picture. Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, so. Notch to notch, let's have a look at that. Oh, this is too brainy. Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, Waitrose is nice as well, but we don't have one of them here. We don't have much around our way because we're a little bit off the beaten track. We don't even have a Sainsbury's in Barrow. We have sort of Tesco, Asda, Morrison's, Aldi, all that sort of thing. But why am I looking at you? It's you I want. No, it's not. It's you, definitely. Let's just transfer that marking onto there. I'm sure you came here to like talk about supermarkets. I'm gonna go and do the Christmas food shop on Monday. Psyching myself up for that one. Early doors. I'm gonna get up at 5 in the morning. Hit Tesco like a woman possessed. Get this job done. Right, dot to dot. Let's go there. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? Sure, this pocket will be worth the effort. Better have be. Or I'm not playing anymore. Put you there. So I think all of the schools have broken up today as well, haven't they? I know my 2 have finished today, and they are very happy about that. My son's gone to the cinema to see Wicked this evening, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit envious that I haven't had a chance to see it yet, and he's gone on ahead of me, and he doesn't even like watching films, so that doesn't make sense, but he's gone with his friends, so I guess it must be cool if you're going with your friends. Must be all right. Never get him to go to the cinema on a family trip. So what's everybody's, I'll tell you what will be fun, pop in the comments, what are your sewing goals for next year? What do you want to achieve next year? Try and keep it vaguely on theme. Right then, on the outside, how are we supposed to? Right side of pocket to wrong side of front, matching large dots, having raw edges even, based across the upper and side seam edges. Okay, we can do that. It's based across there, nice and long. I really need to go back and have a look at my wardrobe and decide what I want to do, because obviously I've got quite a decent handmade wardrobe now from many years of sewing, but, and that is a but, some of it now doesn't fit and some of it is quite worn, And there are some pieces that I've been wearing for quite a long time, which is obviously amazing, but that are in need of updating. So some things definitely need a freshen up. So I think that will be my aim. I really do want to crack sewing jeans. Whoa, there's like loads of comments at once. Swimwear. Ooh, where are you going, Melanie? Cut into, do it, Deb. Nick, that coat's gonna be done before you know it. Jan wants to make something she can actually wear. You can definitely do that, Jan. You've got this. More trousers and more multi-combo outfits. I like it. Yeah. I've been on a bit of a separates mission recently. I haven't sold many dresses this year. Complete some kits you've got. Yeah, that's a good one, Maria. Kids. Buy an overlocker. Yes, buy an overlocker. Try some different types of fabric. Oh no. Have you got a sewing machine dealer near you, Linda? I would definitely recommend going to, like, even if you have to take a trip, going to a shop where you can sit down and try them is definitely worth doing. So I know near us here there is a shop called Hobkirk's at Blackburn. I say near us, it's not that near, but it's a good one. And I've been there and had machine demonstrations before, and it's so worth the trip to go and get. Yeah, definitely get yourself somewhere to visit, make a road trip, make a day of it, and get some proper advice. Don't just go and plump for something cheap. Not that you have to spend silly money at all, but yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously everybody really likes the baby locks, don't they? Because they air thread, but they are phenomenal money. I think the Benina that I've got here was about £500, and the Janome that we have in the workshop is a similar price, so that's quite a good sort of guideline. And personally speaking, I wouldn't go Singer, but that's just I know some people really get on with them. But yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Jan's doing a trouser making course after Christmas. Ooh, suiting, Jan, just lovely suiting. Right, so that's basted down there. Baste pocket in place. 5/8 from the side and lower edges. This is really weird. I would have thought you'd like maybe overlock the edge of that piece first. I suppose I could have done, but it doesn't really matter. We're not really like... I'll lengthen that again. Hold on. I have literally no idea how well this is going to translate into a video for YouTube, so I do apologise if it all comes across as a bit weird, but there you go, it's Christmas, anything goes at this stage. I'd love to know how you get like one of those overhead cameras, so then you can see what's going on. If anybody's a videographer and understands these things, please let me know. Right, let's get that tacked down. Okay, so I think we're basting this pocket piece down. Whoops, so that we can then top stitch it from the right side. But the basting stitches will give us a bit of a guideline. That's still attached to the machine. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Janome ones are good. Oh, quite like that. Maybe I'll just leave it basted. So once we've basted that down, it's asking to top stitch side and lower edges as basted. Stitch again inside the first stitch and remove the basting. Oh well, let's do it. Side and lower. Does that mean we're leaving the upper in? Instructions unclear. You know what, I'm just going to sit just outside that. Ooh. Stitch length. Honestly, Annette, it's probably not a good thing. This is where it all fell down last year with the pinafore. Okay. So I'd hoped to film a YouTube video this week. I was going to film like a bit of a year in review to maybe publish sort of during the holidays, but obviously not being able to speak was a bit of a problem with that, so I'm going to have to shelve that one until January, I think. But I will get that done, because I think there's so much nice stuff to reflect on this year. It's been a year of big change. I definitely feel like this year has been the year for putting down solid foundations. And next year's going to be all the better for it. Malaysia sounds amazing. Different. We're going to Turkey next year. Feels like every man and his dog has been to Turkey, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Cannot wait. Might have to get up and sing and dance again. Okay. So I'm assuming that we're going to go in and remove those basting stitches in a bit, but I don't think we need to do that right now. Tea's going cold. Favouring the wine. Oh, that looks nice. So, as you can see, we have a pocket. And just take that pin out. I just popped a pin in to stabilise it. It has pockets. Oh, I'm glad you... Dalaman, Linda, Dalaman. So just close to the airport. We've done a couple of holiday village hotels before, and the kids really enjoy the setup. We enjoy the setup, so we're going to do that again. Oh, I need to do that a little bit there, don't I? So yeah, it's funny because when James and I used to go on holidays, pre-kids, we used to sort of go off and visit and do loads of cultural things and explore and travel properly, and now we just want to lie down. So we go on holiday to relax now, so it's a shame in a way, because we would like to see more of the countries that we visited in the last few years, but it doesn't, the kids are young, they just want to swim and go to the beach and do all that kind of thing. So I'm not going to make them go on full-on sightseeing trips. There's plenty of time for that yet. And I'll be honest with you, it's just nice to get some rest. Right, so that's one side with a pocket. Yeah, could have overlocked that, I think. Could have overlocked around that raw piece, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm glad you liked the staff picture, Annette. I have asked both girls to send me a picture of themselves so we can do a meet the team page, and we haven't done it. So I had to take matters into my own hands there and scupper them with a sneaky selfie. Obviously my niece Elle wasn't on it, but she doesn't sew, so she wasn't at our sort of team sewing evening. Neither was Mr. Stitches. Oh, you're back to actual travelling again. Yeah, it can wait, can't it? It's not, I'm quite enjoying just holidaying for holidaying's sake at this stage. Just feel very lucky to be able to go. So, it's a must. Get some sunshine for vitamin D starved self. I'm actually quite envious of people who are taking trips at this time of the year, because probably need it now more than any other time of the year. I really don't do well with the winter. Not very good with winter. Just getting a little notification to say that my son is in McDonald's. So I'll be picking him up later. I wonder if he made it all the way through Wicked. Has anyone seen Wicked? I really want to go and see it. It's just not something we've had a chance to do, obviously. We don't get to go to the cinema together. I'm not sure that Mr. Stitches will particularly want to see Wicked, actually. I don't think it would be his cup of tea. Ooh. Could sit here all evening just chatting away. I don't even know what time it is. Must be getting on. We must be getting on. Oh, it's 5:45. Dear me. Right, 5 more minutes. Let's get these fronts in. Kind of wish I'd done this before I came on here, actually. Because this bit's quite tricky. Didn't realise it was going to be so involved. It's not that bad. I'm just being a bit dramatic. No, 2 hours 40 in it, apparently. So my friend and I were going to go. And I said, oh, Juliet said that she'd like to see it, but Juliet's only 8. And my friend said, oh, it's 2 hours 40, you know. I said, oh, maybe not. I think she'd go to the toilet a lot in that time. Bye, Carol. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. I'm going to get off myself in a minute. Get away, go home. Don't know what we're having for tea. I think we may have a bit of a cheeky takeaway treat this evening. I can't remember the last time we had a takeaway, in all fairness. And obviously my son's having his tea at McDonald's, and my daughter will have had something to eat when she came in from school, so might treat ourselves. Merry Christmas, Annette. Thank you for joining in. Let's get this bit tacked down. And then we can all head off. Thank you, everybody, for joining in with all of the lives this year. I really appreciate you all so much. I've got to finish my mince pie yet as well. There goes that counter again. Have a very Merry Christmas, Emma. I'm just going to end up sitting here till everybody's gone. I think they'll be lovely when they're done. I'm glad that I've sized up as well. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Sorry that was very rambly and uncoordinated, but you know what you're getting involved in when you come here. So thanks for joining me. Thank you for joining me on every live this year. We've done a lot this year. We must have nearly done, well, not 52 weeks, but we've done most of them. So thank you, everybody, for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. I wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you in 2025 for more chaos, more unscripted stupidity, and more happiness and sewing chat, because that's what we love. The sewing community is amazing. So thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas. Take care. Happy sewing. Bye-bye.